One of the things that is, one of the reasons that I mentioned about our husbands and about what's going on right now in this point in history is I've noticed that when history gets bad, people start to look for new definitions for everything. So I'm really excited that we're doing this right now, and I'm almost, you and I were talking about how we feel kind of like we're unstoppable about this right now.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that's most exciting to me about this is I found out recently that Montgomery of the Montgomery Ward store, way back right after World War I, he hired, it was either Sigmund Freud's grandson or son, because sales had gone down. And he said, Mr. Freud, do something. And Mr. Freud did something amazing. He came up with a psychological diagram of what would get people to purchase things. So sick.
Yeah,
Not,
it is.
Not the hip version of sick, the old-fashioned version of sick. What he created was a mental paradigm of telling people what would give them happiness. And what would give them happiness was to purchase stuff. Does this sound familiar? Does this sound like all of our lives?
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing how quickly telling people what will give them happiness can work, even though what happened to that paradigm is it doesn't work.
Yeah, but it kept shifting, right? It's like you're not buying enough. It's not good enough. You need to buy something more expensive.
From Montgomery Ward.
Yes. And that's exactly how commercials work today. You know, you gotta get that new awesome Lexus because, you know, you're gonna look like that and, you know, you're gonna feel like that. And that's basically what commercials sell us. They sell us a fantasy, and we're aware of it, but we're not, which is kind of interesting.
And we kind of monitor each other. We judge each other from what we're dressed like. I almost did this in a towel. Yeah, I almost did. What were my husband said,
well, you know, we don't know if the name of the movie is going to stay Life, the Universe, and Everything, conversations about life, the universe, and everything. So if you know Douglas Adams, the towel would be very, 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 you know, natural. Actually,
you need a towel.
You need a towel
to navigate the universe.
Yes.
Right. So the first step that younger Freud did was to sell happiness to people in the form of stuff. And people didn't believe that. They believed that happiness was surviving and community, because surviving was community at that point. But they sold the myth to first the American people and then the world that happiness was having your own stuff separate from everybody else's stuff. And that was the first tier of it. And the second tier was, well, better stuff. And the third tier was, oh, you get to judge people because now you have better stuff than they do. And now you're better.
Yes.
Bigger, brighter, bolder, better, new. You know, the whole bigger, brighter, better, bolder thing. And here we are. And it's sad but true. I mean, this is sad but true for me. Is that I really want there to be more economic upheaval in America, because I want people to start questioning more and more what gives them happiness, which was, I think, on our list. It's like, what is happiness?
Yeah. What is happiness? That's a huge question, and I don't think we're going to answer it today. I think it's...
Oh, call on me! Okay.
Or it's very simple, actually, but please.
It's not, it's... I don't know. Okay, bye-bye. And I think, and there are so many times when you know you felt exquisite happiness, and I bet they're pretty simple. And I'm finding, for me anyway, just for me, that more and more happiness is the discovery of a hairbrush and a hair clip right now would be happiness for me. of finding out more and more about my inner capacities and how to live by them, how to live by the inner compass, but how to up that compass to include things that previously, it's kind of changing. This culture, what is it? Disavowed isn't the right word. Dissed, said didn't exist. Like telepathy, and like being truly psychic, truly in tune, like really using the inner guidance system, like listening, simple one, you know, your stomach feels sick, and there's nothing wrong with it physically. Well, your inner guidance, easy for me to say, your inner guidance system. This is why it's so nice to have Maya around who can speak, who can speak. So, I mean, for me, more and more, it's just trying to discover what strengths that I have latent and have been guided towards all along anyway, and didn't know it, that I'd like to grow those muscles of intuition and grow those muscles of being connected in those ways. That genuinely makes me happy.
Okay.
And less stuff.
Yeah, less stuff does make you happy. It's this thing. I mean, I'm here on Bainbridge Island, and I come from San Francisco, and San Francisco is kind of an interesting place because you've got it's not the haves and have not, even though there are a lot of homeless, but is the gotta have them people, and the ones that are, I can recycle, you know, the mission hipster. And I think where my husband and I are somewhere in the middle. We really want to be the mission hipsters, but we want to buy a house and we want this. And I'm in this conversation of, do I really need all this stuff? I mean, I right now I'm in this place where I can just throw away everything. I don't really need anything. I mean, toothbrush, some clothes, access to good whole food. The dog would be nice.
Yeah. I'm going to talk to you about animals.
Yeah, dogs for me is, I mean, I completely believe in the paradigm or axiom of happiness is a warm puppy. I mean, it's for sure. It is so true that, because I just been volunteering for a year at the SPCA since my doggy died, and just to see people's face when they see a puppy they like, it's happiness. It's true joy. It's true being in the moment. It's now. It's perfect.
It's love.
And it's love. You don't need anything else. And you know, and then we kind of, as humans, we pile stuff more, and you know, it doesn't mean that tomorrow I'm going to throw everything and go up to an ashram, even though the thought had crossed my mind.
Where it's sunny.
Where it's sunny, yes. Yeah, exactly. India.
There are ashrams
India.
Hawaii.
Yeah, India. Yeah. But we're collecting so much. There's so much, and that couldn't be good for us. All this clutter.
We hire people to declutter our homes. That's, you know, I mean,
sick.
It's comedy, but it's sickening.
Yeah.
It's comedy sickness. It's just, it's absurd.
Yeah.
It's disgusting is what it is. And it's funny because I actually am married to something of a pack rat, and my kids, one isn't at all. He's almost like, you haven't seen his room yet. Maya's been staying over, and I really love that. But Daniel's, my oldest kid, has been sick, and so, you know. But Kian, my youngest kid's room, is piled with Legos. And I'm the opposite. I want there to be less, except for books. I want there to be books. But I want to give them away. You know, I read and give them away. But it goes so much deeper than that. I don't want to be too facile about this. I want to continuously go deeper and deeper and deeper. I know for Maya, unless she says I'm wrong about her, I'm speaking for her now. I know for Maya the depth of what your experiences have been with truly making contact with what animals give and what you give to and the give and take of that has been an enormous teacher.
Yeah.
And would be stories that she should be speaking so that you can either already know the places in your life that are like that, or open up more of that in your life